Hello friends, welcome to Raja's Creativity. Today I'll explain you the immune system. Okay, starting with the topic. This is Edward Jenner, the father of immunology. And if we see lysosomes of the saliva, tears, and also the mucosa layers in our nose all form first line of defenses, and also skin also plays a major role in stopping the diseases from entering. And the second lines of defenses are the phagocytes and also the natural killer cells which are present inside the body and act as a normal response. And third lines of defenses includes antibodies, lymphocytes and dendritic cells, as you can see in this flow chart. Okay, starting with the types of immunity, there are two types: innate immunity and adaptive or acquired immunity. There's a various types as you can see in this flow chart. And now I will explain you the barriers of immune system, starting with skin and mucosa forming the physical barriers, and hydrochloric acid, saliva and tears forming the physiological barriers of our body, which helps to kill the diseases when entered. And starting with the cellular barriers of our body are the neutrophils, macrophages and monocytes all form the cellular barriers of our body. And if we see cytokines, they are the alarm signals of our body which helps in the alertion of our immune system bodies. And telling about natural acquired active immunity, smallpox and chickenpox are the types. And artificial active acquired immunity, vaccination is the example. Lymphoid organs where maturation and proliferation of lymphocytes occur. And if we see the other types of immune cells, T cells and B cells. T cells stands for thymus derived cells or thymocytes, and B cells refer to B lymphocytes. Here B stood for bursa of Fabricius, which are the different types. And antigens are molecular fragments from pathogens that are recognized by the immune system. And antigen presenting cells are dendritic cells, macrophages and B cells. And if we check the types of antibodies, IgM, IgG, IgA, IgE and IgD are different types of antibodies which vary with specific diseases. And memory cells and also clonal selection and expansion, primary and secondary responses. Initial immune response to new pathogen, which is slower, is primary, and faster and more effective response is secondary responses. And also lately, last but not least, tolerance also is these all are the types of immune system response towards a specific disease. And if we check about classical pathway, by antibodies binding of C1 complex to Fc region of antibodies. Lectin pathway refers activated by binding of mannose, binding lectin to carbohydrate proteins and patterns activated by MBL MASPs, which proteins activate pathway. And if we check the activated pathway, this is the spontaneous hydrolysis of C3 to C3b allowed to bind pathogens. And if we see in this photo, we can see how they bind to pathogens by dividing of the C3 into C3a and C3b. Friends, please like, share and subscribe my channel.